one that we infer, one that we infer, and agamaha, that which we have learned from, that which has come from before, that is from elders, rishis, whatever. It need not necessarily mean it has come from the Vedas. It has come from our elders, ancients. So that is the pramana type of chittavritti. Then viparyayo, viparyaya, that is the misconception. He says misconception is malformed knowledge. That's what he says about misconception. That's what we saw, where a person who has misconceived concepts, misconceived information. That's what is viparyaya actually. Then vikalpa is delusion. That's what is what delusion is all about. Is although by the knowledge of vibrations, scientifically it is possible, but materially it is not there. That is like a flying horse. Yeah, scientifically maybe it is possible based on all the laws, everything, all the scientific laws, but it is not there. Materially not there. We also saw various examples, a few examples on that. Then nidra, we saw it as a state where we are completely out of any kind of belief systems. That is basically we are in the state of sleep. But why is it called chittavritti? I even sent an explanation for you. When during light sleep, there could be dreams, which are once again considered as chittavrittis because some activation is going on. In deep sleep, obviously, there is a connectivity with the divine, and some downloads are taking place, and those downloads cause this kind of chittavrittis. Then smriti, we saw smriti or memory. We saw that it is another type of chittavritti because it is experiences that which have been stored and that which we extract whenever we need. So these are the 5 types that we saw. And we also must look at the way it is flowing. This is a very interesting way the entire thing flows. You must understand that's the way you can connect these sets. In the very first set, the executive summary, the first 4 sutras, Patanjali Muni ended that section, that set, with vritti sarupyam vitaratra. That is, when you identify yourself with the chitta vrittis, then you are that. Then you identify yourself with those activations. You are not in true reality. That's what he said. So if you look at this, because he ended with chitta vrittis, with vrittis, the very next sutra in the next set is referring to that. He says, vrittayaha panchatayaha klishtaha klishtaha. So the link or the hook to the next set is vritti or chitta vritti. Is this making sense? So this is how it flows. Very beautifully it flows. If you understand this link from one set to the other, then you will see why this has been divided into these kinds of sets. So we saw the vritti thing. So now you tell me, he ended this with, he has now explained everything about vrittis, right? He has explained everything about vrittis. So what is the next sutra should be? It need not start from only from the last sutra. It can be anywhere from the set of sutras. So this is a little tricky here. It is not straight away vritti or anything like that. So let's go and look at the next sutra. Then you will understand how the link takes place. I'm going to share with you the regular. There's a chat. Hold on 1 second. There's a question here. Oh, not a question, that's just a comment. Okay. Um, Let me share the regular screen. All this we have seen. So let's keep going. So since we have talked about all this and he has explained about vritti, now the link to the next set, if you see, he's saying, how can I get over the chittavrittis? That's a burning question, right? So that's how the link, the hook now is, how do we quieten the chittavrittis? So beautifully in 12 through the next 3-4 sutras is explaining that. So let's go through them one by one. अभ्यास वैराग्याभ्याम तत् निरोधः अभ्यास वैराग्याभ्याम तत् निरोधः. Forget about what's given in the parenthesis, becomes tan nirodha. That is just a grammatical thing, so don't worry about that. Tat means, the tat word here means that. So this that refers to the chittavrittis of the previous set. So that's the hook. The chittavrittis, that chittavrittis. So he is now giving in the first sutra how it can be quietened. Abhyasa. Abhyasa means practice. Practice of what? So that's what he's explaining. So abhyasa is practice or repeated exercise or that which we do often. Vairagyabhyam means with an attitude of detachment or non-attachment. So being a pure observer, where we are not affected by anything, by anything that we observe, and with regular practice leads to control of vrittis. So vairagyabhyam means being without any kind of attachment, being unaffected by anything that we observe. That's what vairagyabhyam means. So tat we have already seen. Nirodha is control. So he's saying by constant practice of detachment, that is not getting affected by the things that we see, that we observe, we can control the chittavrittis. So in summary, he says, tat, it's that. Vrittis, that's what it means here. Vrittis control is by practice and by attitude of detachment. Any questions here? Okay, let's move on to the next one. In Sutra 13, he says, Tatra stitav yatnaha abhyasah. Tatra stitav yatnaha abhyasah. Tatra means there. Stitav, established or among, that's what it means. Here it means among the two that are present. We will see what those two things are. Yatnaha. Yatnaha means effort. When you put an effort, it is called yatnaha. Abhyasaha, we already seen abhyasaha means practice. So he says, there among the two, what are the two things? Practice and detachment. So here he says, among the two, established effort is practice. He is defining what is, how one can get into practice. So established effort, that is a constant effort. That's what he says as the one that will help us to establish the practice in a regular way. So there among the two, established steadfast effort is practice. So he has defined practice here. So moving on to next sutra. Sutra 14. Sa tu dirghakala nairantarya satkara sevito drida bhumihi. Sa tu dirghakala nairantarya satkara sevito drida bhumihi. There are two ways it can be said. The satkara sevito, it can either be said satkara sevito or satkara asevito. So it doesn't matter to us. We will just stick to what is there in the first line, satkara sevito. So let us see word by word. So here sa means that or it, whatever you want to call it. Tu means indeed. That indeed. That's what's the meaning of satu. That indeed. What that indeed? In the previous sutra, he said practice, steadfast practice, right? So he says that indeed the steadfast practice. Indeed, dirgha kala. Dirgha means long. Kala means time. Dirgha kala, for a long time. Nairantarya, uninterrupted. Satkara means good intention, well intentioned, with devotion, with dedication, with earnestness. All this mean the same. Satkara. Sevito is served or performed. So satkara sevito, both words put together is when it is performed with devotion or dedication or earnestness. That's what it means. Drida means firm, fixed, unshakable, very strong. Bhumihi, grounded, established. That's what it means here. Ground, earth or realm. So if you put both the words together, Drida Bhumihi means firm ground. So in summary, it says that indeed becomes firmly grounded. That indeed, what is indeed? The steadfast practice becomes firmly grounded when it is performed with earnestness for a long time without interruption. So if we are going to do something in any kind of practice, later on he is going to, in chapter 2, he is going to start giving a prescription of what we need to do. He is going to prescribe a 8-step process. So each of them is a practice. How do we do that practice is what is the definition here. that indeed becomes firmly grounded when it is performed with earnestness, with devotion, with dedication, with good intention. I really want to do it with no kind of expectation, because we already talked about detachment earlier. Detachment means no expectation, no any kind of expectation of any kind of recognition, all that. So you do it just for the love of it. And when it is done without nairantarya, without interruption, so then it becomes firmly grounded. That's what he says. All your practices become firmly grounded when it is done with earnestness, that is, with no expectation, and when it is done for a long period of time with uninterrupted, with no interruptions. Nairantarya. So it's a very beautiful sutra. Any questions? Okay, let's move on. So the question is, when I do this practice uninterrupted in a very devoted way for a long period of time, completely devoted to this practice, when I do this, what happens? That's the next sutra. Drishta anushravika vishaya vitrishnasya vashikara samya vairagyam. Drishta anushravika vishaya vitrishnasya vashikara samya vairagyam. So let us see. Drishta. Drish always means see. So drishta is what is seen, sight. Anushravika, what is heard. So putting both together, drishta, anushravika, together means what is seen and what is heard. Vishaya. Vishaya means subject matter, any information. Vitrishnasya, without craving or without attachment. Actually, vitrishnasya is made of two words, vitrishna, actually. Asya is just a grammatical thing. It is vitrishnasya. It is vi and trishna. Trishna means thirst or desire. Vi is always vi. Vi is visesha. Visesha trishna. So here it means without any kind of desire or craving or attachment with Trishna, with Trishnasya. So putting all the three, all the four words together, Drishta, Anushravika, Vishaya, with Trishnasya. We covered each one. So means, Drishta means seeing, sight. Anushravika is what is hearing. Vishaya is the subject matter. Vitrishnasya is without craving or without attachment. So putting all four together means being without cravings of all matters that are seen or heard, or being unaffected by what one sees or hears. Okay, so this is another level of detachment that he's talking about. So you hear things, you see things, not getting attached to them and constantly commenting on them, either internally or externally, or speaking or writing or getting involved on all these things. So that's what it means. Drishta anushravika vishaya vitrishnasya. Then he says vashikara samya vairagyam. So let us see. Vashikara. Vashikara means fully engrossing or drawing in. Samya is full awareness. Samya means full awareness. Whenever that prefix, you see sam, S-A-M, sam, it comes from the word, Sanskritam word, samyak. So in normal Sanskritam talk, they will ask, Katam asti? Katam asti means, how are you? Samyak asmi. Samyak means very good. I am very good. Samyak asmi. I am very good. So the sam means very good, full, complete, perfect, various meanings. So here it means perfect, full. Samya means full awareness. Vashikara samya means fully wrapped or engrossed in that awareness. So in Tamil we say Vashikaram pandrathu means, embracing or bringing it into us. So Vashikara samya means fully wrapped or engrossed in that awareness, or complete mastery in that awareness. Vairagyam is, we saw earlier also, in the earlier sutra we saw, Vairagyam means unattached, non-attachment. The special kind of detachment that comes from lack of craving or any prejudice or any type of assumptions. So in effect, putting all these things together, in summary, non-attachment is the fully engrossed awareness, complete mastery, where one is unaffected, free of all attachments from what one sees or hears. Non-attachment is the fully engrossed awareness, where one is unaffected from what one sees or hears. So when one is completely free from all this, that state is what we are calling as samya. Okay. Any questions? Looks like everyone is understanding it, following it. Okay, good. Please stop me if you have a question. This is a class of interaction and discussion. So please stop. Please stop me if you don't understand.
Can you hear me? Yes. I was thinking when you were.
Huh?
Is this like, I'm thinking, is it all like in meditation? So you're in meditation and somebody is deciding to ground
You have to
coffee.
speak a little louder.
Oh. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, I have it facing the wrong way. Sorry. When somebody's like in meditation
Yes.
and like say a train goes by, is that the complete engrossment, right? Like that you're not bothered by that? Or
Yes.
and then like if there's like really super loud music that you're not comfortable with hearing the words and stuff like that and not reacting to that, like don't you want to be like, oh my god, get me out of here? That's a reaction.
See, that is why, why do people choose a quiet place? Not to be disturbed by external things, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Also, in the initial stages, we are going to be disturbed by external things, and that's why we choose a very quiet place. And even when we are in a quiet place, things like that can happen. Even if I sit in a very quiet place, suddenly a train can go by and the train is hooting and I can hear it. Okay, if I hear it is okay. But the thing is not to react to that, saying, oh my God, now my meditation is broken because of this hooting or the rumbling of the train, or maybe a plane is flying overhead, or a chopper is flying, whatever. Just letting go. Yeah, these are these are things in nature. A bird may be chirping very loudly, even if you're in a forest.
Kumar, like I see this relating beyond meditation,
Y-
like not being like in real life of
Yes,
not
yes,
being that kind of having to bounce from one event to another. All right, I'm clear. Thank you. Mhm.
yeah. I mean, if you will, the life itself is it's a meditation.
Oh, yes. Very beautiful. Thank you.
But when you sit in quiet place, everything everything is then no sound coming. But then you think the internal sound, something like sunya, when anything, some sound comes in quiet place. So what does it? What is that is?
I didn't catch your question,
When
Sureshji.
when you sit in very quiet place, nothing,
Yes,
not, but then you see deep. I mean thoughts, like no thoughts, nothing but sound coming in, like when you go to aeroplane and plane is down, or big elevator go down, and your mind becomes sunya.
you are fading off. I don't know why.
I
As you
Hey,
don't.
speak, you are
Suresh.
Yeah.
Suresh, that's called practice.
Now, but the sound comes in like sunya, sunya. There is nothing you see. So that is a deep engrossment or what? You understand what I'm saying?
no, you are fading off. As you are speaking, you are fading off to me.
Or I don't know, but my mic is okay. I'm just trying to talk. Like if you're in the plane and
Hmm.
all and plane when plane goes up, then everything shut down and hear some sounds. That happen when you go in quiet place. So what is that? A deep engrossment or what? Brain is completely blocked up and some sound coming in. What does it mean? I don't know. It happened to me, so I'm telling you.
Very good. If it happened to you, very good.
Okay.
Yes, you
Now
are
my
blessed.
question is deep engrossment or what?
Why should I certify you, Sureshji?
No, no, I'm just asking a quick question. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. No one need to certify you.
Yeah,
No one
okay.
need to certify anybody for that matter.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the next sutra. Tat param purusha kyatehi guna vaitrishnayam. Tat param purusha kyatehi guna vaitrishnayam. So tat, again, that param is supreme or highest. Purusha is God within. So here in the parenthesis, as explained earlier, so we have not explained this as yet. So Purusha, whenever you see Purusha here in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it means uh, in the pre-class we spoke about um, the modem, right? I said there is a modem which connects to the higher power, if you will. So, and we said that that modem doesn't have enough energy to connect when the chittavrittis are happening, especially when the chittavrittis are so high. So that modem is what we are calling as Purusha. So this Purusha is the observer in us. So that eating bird, watching bird, eating bird, observer, observing bird, that that Mundaka Upanishad, that observing bird, that watching bird is that Purusha. So irrespective of gender, all of us have the Purusha. So although Purusha means male, here it is beyond that. It means just a software, a modem, which enables you to connect to the higher energy. And this has a characteristics. One of the characteristics of Purusha is helps you to be an observer. If you can relate to this Purusha all the time, you will be an observer. So kya te hai? Kya te hai means caused by, or by awareness, or by understanding. So Purusha kya te hai means because of Purusha, by awareness or understanding of Purusha. Guna, we discussed this briefly during our pre-class. Guna, the three types of nature governed by the rate of energy flow, as explained earlier. So earlier is in the pre-class, we spoke a little bit, enough to understand that the energy flow are of three types in us. One is Rajas, where it is very, very fast and very active. That kind of a person that you see jumping all the time, full of energy, wants to do this, wants to do that, that kind of thing. That is Rajas. Tamas is taking it very easy, lethargic, with a lot of inertia. That is one. That is another type of guna, or emotion. The third type is sattva guna, means constant awareness, constantly being aware, and neither being hyper nor being lethargic. So these are the three types of guna. So Vaitrishnayam, Vaitrishnayam means state of being unaffected by the three gunas. That's what it means. State of being unaffected by these three types of gunas that are flowing in all of us. State of lack of attachment. That's what it means. So, in effect, by the previous sutra, when I have that absolute awareness, samya, that's what he said. When I have that brings into me an awareness of the Purusha. By awareness of the Purusha, one attains the supreme state of being unaffected by the gunas. Because of the samya, because of that extreme awareness, because I'm unaffected, I'm detached and all that. Now I'm in a state by this awareness. Now I'm able to, because the chittavrittis have quietened, because of all this, the chittavrittis have quietened, and I'm able to become aware of the Purusha. One attains the supreme state of being unaffected by the gunas. The emotions do not bother me. Although they may be flowing in me, I am unaffected by them. Is this clear?
I have a question, Kumarji.
Yes.
This is Usha here. In gunas, there are three types of gunas, and one state of sattva, that is what you call an equilibrium. You are in a state of equilibrium.
Correct.
That's a good state to be in, right? I mean,
Yes.
but then why should I be unaffected by that state also? So, is there another state which one aspires for beyond being unaffected?
Actually, when we talk of Ishvara, we say Nirguna. When we talk of God, Nirguna, we say Nirguna means beyond all this. He is not even, he is not in even sattva state. He is much above that. Nirguna, he has no gunas. None of the gunas affect him.
Nirguna and Nirakar.
True,
Yes.
but it is now, I think it is for me as a person, right? Before I reach that ultimate state. In my practice, I should reach the state of sattva, I thought.
What I'm saying is, what he is saying is, it will bring you to a state where you are unaffected by any of the gunas. That's what he's saying.
Okay. Okay, thank
Even
you.
if you have sattva guna, you are going to be unaffected by that. That's what he's saying.
Okay. Thank you.
With me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So that is called Param Purusa. What he's saying is Param Purusa. So he is a supreme state of being unaffected by gunas.
Yeah, you are in the supreme state. That's what it means.
But what Tat Purusam, that means that supreme power, that's what it is?
No, that Purusha is that actually this modem is probably what we can call as Atma or soul.
Hmm.
I reserved this in our pre-class by not going into that soul and Atman at that time. So this modem, now we understand this Purusha is actually that Atman that we are talking about.
Hmm. But Param Purusa is a Paramatma. Right? The Sutta says Tat Param
Yeah,
Purusa.
you should not combine the Param and Purusha here. Tat Param. Purusha kya tehi.
Oh,
So he's saying that supreme state.
hmm.
One by awareness of the Purusha, one attains the supreme state of being unaffected by the gunas. That's how you take it.
Okay, thank
Tat
you.
Param.
Hmm.
That state.
Oh, I
What
see.
is that state? The earlier thing that we described about that awareness, state of awareness.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I was combining Param Purusa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at the line, it very clearly says which should be combined, which should not be.
Okay.
There is a space between Tat Param and Purusha, correct? There is no hyphen connecting them.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
See, all this hard work Dr. Rajan has already done. We have to just follow it.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is what it is. So now, by the awareness of the Purusha, having this very great, develop this samya, um, awareness. So one is now with that, because of that awareness, one is able to uh, uh, become aware of the Purusha within us, that modem within us. One attains the supreme state of being unaffected by the gunas. So these are all very high states that he's already talking about. Okay. So let us see. So when I am in this state, what do I get? What's going to happen to me? So that's what we are going to see in the next sutra. We are almost at 8. Can we? I want to finish Sutra 17 so that it is kind of complete. Okay. Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita, Anugamat, Samprajnataha. Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita, Anugamat, Samprajnataha. So based on all this that we have gone through, and now I have the connect that I am completely aware of the Purusha in me, the modem in me. When I am becoming aware of that modem in me, obviously I'm able to also connect to Ishvara, the higher energy. Then what happens? Vitarka, deliberation or questioning. Vitarka, actually it is 2 words again. Vi, tarka. Vi, vi. So this vi is again Visesha. Tarka means discussion or a discussion about a subject matter. So here the tarka is happening inside, not outside. So we also call tarka when 4 or 5, like right now, we are in a tarka. We are in a discussion. Vishesha tarka, that's what it means. Vitarka means deliberation, or in this context, it means deliberation or questioning, insight. Vichara, reflection. Anand, peace of the samadhi, also called bliss. Samadhi is the state of being completely connected with the higher energy. Asmita is self-sense of an observer. So now you can see, earlier I said the Purusha is the one which gives us that self-sense, right? That observer, being an observer. So Asmita is actually a characteristic of the Purusha, self-sense of an observer. Rupa, we are not worried about that. Some forms, some texts have that extra word Rupa, some don't, but it does not alter the meaning. So let's not worry about that. Anugamat is coming from, Anugamat is coming from. Samprajnata is the state of full intuitive knowledge. Prajna is complete, prajna is knowledge, and samprajna means some, as I told you earlier, is perfect. So samprajna means full intuitive knowledge. So in summary, he says samprajna, that is complete intuitive knowledge, comes from questioning, internally questioning. It could also be some kind of discussion at sometimes. Comes from questioning, deep reflection, which is vichara, vitarka vichara, anand, deep peace within. I mean, which means letting go. In the highest meditation, ananda of samadhi, that's what he's saying. And with self-sense of one who experiences, which is asmita. So when all these things are present, that's when one gets that, one attains the state of samprajna. Samprajna means complete intuitive knowledge. It occurs when all these things are there, vitarka, vichara, ananda, asmita. All these things, if you look at this, all these are kind of requisites to get to the state of samprajna. Okay. Obviously, we question. We question. Reflection is when you sit and think about all these things yourself. Deep reflection. And then Ananda is the state of complete bliss, when you can let go of everything. And Asmita is that, we will see later on in chapter 3 that he is going to say, he is going to use a different terminology to mean the same thing. He is going to call it a samya. That is dharana, dhyana, samadhi, the three stages, the three final stages, the three final states of the 7 steps, of the 8 steps, sorry, of the Ashtanga Yoga, 8 steps, the final 3, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. In that state, those 3 are, he is going to call it a samya. Samya, he is going to call that samya. Because in that state, you can place a question and then let go, and then the answer will come to you in the state of samadhi. So he just understand this is just an introductory chapter. We are still in introduction. That is, but he's laying out everything for us. He's going to explain each and every one of these things in greater detail later on in the following chapters, in chapter 2, 3, and 4. So actually in chapter 2 and 3, 4 is the concluding chapter. understand this is an introductory chapter, so many things may not be absolutely clear. It is okay because it's going to give a lot more detail as we go forward. So I will stop here because this is kind of logically, we have come to a logical state. The next three sutras, 18, 19, and 20, actually are sutras which tell you what are all the different, what would be the different states that you would go through before you get to the state of Samprajna. That's what 18, 19, and 20 are going to tell us. We will cover that next week. Although I wanted to do it today, we lost a good 15 minutes up front. It's okay. So I will stop here, and then any questions we can discuss.
Kumar, in 117,
Yes,
you know, it says Sampragnya Taha. What is Taha in that? Once less than that last word,
Samprajnatah. We
Taha.
should have to read it together. Samprajnatah.
Oh, why is the Taha? What does Taha mean?
It is just a grammatical thing, you know.
Oh,
Just a
oh,
grammatical thing.
oh. Thank you.
Like asya, taha, those are all grammatical forms.
It's always come like Namaha, all days. Ha means Namaha.
Yatnaha, we
Yeah.
said, those kinds of things. Any questions?
We'll discuss next week. Thank you. I have to leave.
Hold on. Okay. I mean, if you want to go, that is fine, but I want to switch to this PDF, the PPT, which I showed you some time back, maybe a couple of weeks back. So it may make a little bit more sense. So quickly, let me show that. Let me share the screen. Everybody see this? Right? Are able to see the PPT?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we saw this briefly the other day. Here, here, this is zone A. That's what it says. Zone A creator, who is beyond everything. That's what Bhagavad Gita, you take any scripture, it will tell you. It doesn't matter whatever religion, it will tell you this is something beyond human understanding. You can only experience it. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it, you cannot taste it, all those things. You cannot understand it. You can only experience it. Hold on. There's a question here. Let me look. All right. So that is that cosmic intelligence, Ishvara or Sattva Purusha as per Yoga Sutras. So this is the area of the creator, zone A. And we are here in zone C, physical world. We are in zone C. So we have the gross body, physical body, and then we have all this. We have the software, correct? The hardware we can see, touch, feel, everything we can do. And then we also have the software. So this software is the subtle body vibrations or Sukshma Sharira. That's what we call. And this vibrations or software that we have is actually a copy of the software that is out in ether. Okay. So each one of us, when we were launched, when we were launched and we were waiting to take a birth, from that we got a copy. We downloaded a copy when we got a physical form. So we are always related to that. So if you look at this, there is a connection. I hope you can see this green arrow here. So this green arrow is connecting to the Ishvara, right? So this shows that each one of us has a direct connection to Ishvara, which is actually, broken right now, or it is not really solid. It is now and then, here and there. Sometimes it is there, sometimes it is not. And then in addition to that, we have connectivity. If you look through this, we have connectivity with Divine Godmother. That is how we got the Kleshas, correct? She is the one who launched us through the cosmic Chitta. So the cosmic Chitta, you can think of it is like a another Chitta, that the job of that is to launch various Chittas based on the requirement of the cosmic energy. So here, this B2, B2, B2 that we see, that is Chitta 1, Chitta 2, Chitta 3, Chitta N. These are all the individual Chittas, like you, me, myself, all these people here, and the entire, not only human beings, everything. So, but for now, we will stick to the Homo sapiens. And then these Chittas, depending on what they need to do, they take birth. And the family, etc., into which they are born is all dependent on karma. We will see sutras on this later on in chapter 3. And some in chapter 2 a little bit. So only when these karmas match, the karma of the chitta and the karma of the couple, when it matches, only then a conception takes place. And when the conception takes place, along with that comes the chitta. So we have a connectivity to Divine Godmother always, and we have this connectivity, and the Divine Godmother, along with that, the klesha that she gave us, is the one that drives us with the desires, etc. And then we have this connectivity with Ishvara as well, both father and mother, the Supreme Father and Mother. And this connectivity around the age of 7, by design of by Ishvara, it kinds of breaks off for 99.99999%. The very, very tiny percent probably retains it all through. Although even for them, it becomes weak, and then something has to happen to make the connection solid. If you take some very young saints, that connection became very strong around that age, 7 or 8 or 10, whatever. Any questions on this? I know Lavanya is missing out on this because she is driving and only hearing what I'm saying. But we will be coming to this many times, so don't worry, Lavanya.
Manjula, I saw a question, Kumar. There's a question in the chat.
Yes.
And she asked, do autistic kids carry this connection throughout? And I know Dr. Rajan, whenever we have a question and answer time, he does have a perspective on this.
Yes.
If you want to write that down to remember to ask Dr. Rajan, Manjula, or
Yes.
Kumar, if you want to answer it.
No, I will answer it in a very general way. See, autistic children, they do have a high level of connectivity. But at the same time, I mean, they had a high level of connectivity, but unfortunately, because of what they did in the previous birth or births, uh, their connectivity is tripped. So their vidya level is very high. They can feel vibrations and all that, but their connectivity is not there. So the way to look at it is that's why when autistic children with autistic children, they quickly will get kind of attached to certain people because the vibrations match. They become quickly they will like them a lot, and some people they won't even go close to them. Their relatives or friends or whatever, they may not even want to speak to them. They won't even touch them. They won't go close to them because they can feel the vibrations uh, very highly. That is why uh, they some many of them will excel in music because they can hear the actual notes. You and I hear the songs. They hear the notes. They don't have to write the notes. It is automatic for them. So they may have this very high level of intelligence in certain aspects of life.
Kumar, also
Yes.
everyone, Dr. Rajan's worked with that note thing, the frequency and all that with autism, and
Yes.
he actually has audio. So if the child is under 5, he can send them a mantra. He does this for free. So if you know somebody, that's something else that's possible, that they can have that connection brought back. Like Kumar said, it goes away. But they have to be young. He says it takes as many years young as they are old to do it, but there's been really good results already.
Tammy, how does it benefit? Like, I'm curious to learn about it. Like, he gives the mantra for the children.
Yeah, and the parents would play it, right? So I
Okay.
don't know if it's MP3. I thought it was CD or something because it's a thing that he worked on with somewhere. And
Child
yeah,
listens to it. The child just listens to it. That's all.
yeah, it could be, and when they're sleeping, it could be playing stuff like that. So he says under 5.
Under 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they have too many chitravitzis and all that.
Beyond 5, it is difficult. That's what he says.
Okay. How do we get that?
You have to contact Dr. Rajan.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think this is more of a research experiment that he is doing. So
Don't doubt it.
that's why, there are some restrictions, meaning, below 5 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, if you contact him, he will, I mean, how do they contact? They can send an email or they contact Avani?
You said Dr. Rajan is, yeah, you could do that. Dr. Rajan's coming at the end of each pada. Yes.
Yeah.
And also, what is it? Come to a yoga class. Oh, you're in India, Ashwini?
No, I'm in Tampa.
Oh,
Actually, you can.
we have a
every
retreat
Sunday.
even
Every Sunday there is a half hour
at
that
6
he
o'clock.
interacts. Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, every day from in the evening from 5:20 to 5:30 there is a question answer session. At that time also you can ask him.
No, he doesn't do that anymore. He only does it on
Oh, he
Sundays.
doesn't do that. Okay.
No, we were spoiled. It was really awesome.
I was
yeah,
there
no.
in one. I was there on one of his evening Hatha Yoga practices. Yeah, there
Hmm.
was no question and answer
Okay,
session
it
though.
used
Yeah.
to be there. Okay, that's not there.
That
now.
yeah, the
It's
evening is
changed.
Tantra Prana Kriya. The Hatha Yoga is in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When
So
liberties
Sunday.
are misused, they are cut off.
Yeah.
How does this
So
help, Kumarji?
Huh?
How
What's that?
how does that help autistic kids? What does the research say?
Come again? What is the?
What does their research say? Sorry, my throat is not good. What does his research say? Is like using this mantra, are they able to, you know, change their behavior to an extent? What does it say?
Yeah, that's what Dr. Rajan says, that with that mantra, if the child is 5 or below, uh, it can be the child can become a normal child.
Interesting. Okay.
See, there is something we will see this. There is a nadi called Atma Nadi, which goes from the Sahasrara chakra all the way down to the sternum area, where there is something called an Atma chakra. This is not Anahata chakra. This is Atma chakra. This is the 8th chakra called Atma chakra. And this nadi which goes all the way there is a point here called Murdanya point, right at where you part your hair.
Mm-hmm.
People who take a,
Center part.
center parting. I don't have a hair to show.
Yes.
Right here where the center parting starts. At that point, it's called Murdanya point. And for autistic children, this Murdanya point is like a circuit breaker, it is tripped. You know circuit breaker? All of you?
Yeah.
So, so it's like a circuit breaker, it is tripped. Because of that, there is no connectivity to the divine, and they don't get all this, all the immune downloads come through that. If this point is not okay, you have all kinds of difficulties. So Dr. Rajan, through this mantra, is able to put it back, set the circuit breaker back to its original position. So it becomes connected. Correct, Tammy? Isn't that the theory?
I'm gonna leave that up to the universe. Yeah. We do that Mudanya breathing, which goes through our corpus callosum, right? Which is that channel in between both lobes of the brain. So there's benefit. Yeah, Sunday night meditation. Sunday is like an all meditation day mostly. So it's a really, if you want to learn your energy in that way, it's a really good class to attend.
Is it
Okay.
online, Tammy? Is that online? Do we have link to that?
It's his yeah,
link.
you just put it in you did, Kumar, you just put it in the chat, didn't you? It's the same link. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has lots of classes, but
when you register, you get the link, right, to the class, yoga class.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the same evening class, 5:30 to 7. After 7 to 7:30, there is a discussion.
Mm.
And during the discussion, you can ask these questions.
Okay.
And that is tomorrow.
Yeah.
yes. And the Sundays are the days of that mostly meditation visualization day. And Wednesdays, I think he does Murdanya on Wednesdays also.
Okay.
But we're in a Panchaprana class right now where we're working through all of these. So that might be something you're interested in the future. And he's having a retreat.
Yes.
I'm going. It's in Melbourne, on Melbourne Beach, Florida. So I don't know if you want to come. It would be nice to meet you. He has you can come for the day or you can come for 3 days, and we're in $1 million mansion, which is pretty cool. And the rates were really cheap. I was like, holy crap, this costs way less than that retreat, Kumar. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Day is an option. Like, I thought like, all the 3 days would be difficult. So one day is on option two.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you just pay the rate and then whatever. Yeah, I'm interested in the
I've,
I think
I've
what is
Manjula
it?
registered as
said
well.
Vaisheshika.
I've registered as well, Tammy. See you there.
You are you spending
Yeah.
the night? Are you doing the weekend?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Did you register as the roommate or did you register for your own room? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm taking this up, but
Yeah, I don't remember, but I think I registered. I connected with Dawn on that.
okay, cool.
So we'll
Yeah.
see you there.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Yep.
Sorry.
So, so much for autistic children. Yes. Autism.
I'm curious, Kumarji, because there's a video or a podcast on telepathy tapes where they can sense their surroundings. They can sense the future.
Sense.
They sense the future in
Oh.
their surroundings,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
a intuition, deeper intuition.
See, autistic children in their previous births, they had very high level of connectivity with the divine, and very high vidya, and they used it for for some adharmic activities. Okay, say like Ravana.
Mhm.
He was also a highly it's a highly spiritual person. Or this the other, who was the other one that I forget his name.
Hiranyakashipu.
Duryodhana.
Not Hiranyakashipu.
Karna.
Anyway, see, Ravana was a highly evolved person, a highly spiritual person, and then he used his powers to abduct Sita. He did engage in adharmic activity. I'm not saying Ravana was born autistic in the next birth. I'm saying when somebody engages in a very high adharmic activity, then those people, when they have the next birth, may be born with autistic, may be born as an autistic child. So that does not mean every autistic child is that way. This is some understanding you must have that there was some very high other. So never take it personally. See, each individual, each child
Different.
is an individual, has his own karma bag. Please understand that clearly. Don't get upset with what I'm saying.
We always talk about, aggressor or like, but never about the victim. So if there is a victim, what happens to those souls in the next life? Do they get an opportunity to get back at people who did wrong, or do they have a higher power? Or like, I'm just curious to learn about the other side of the life too. Like,
We have plenty of discussion coming up.
okay.
Yeah, we have 2 full chapters on karma.
Okay.
By the time you finish if you understand each and every word that is being discussed in the class, by the time you finish chapter 2 and 3, you will be an expert in karma, in kleshas and chitta vrittis.
Okay.
I promise you that.
Okay.
At least theoretically, you will know everything you need to know. Anybody ask any question, you can answer. I promise you that. But you got to be sincere. You got to understand each and every word that is being spoken, every word that is being, every word in the sutra, and how it is connecting. The hooks that I was talking about, from set to set, how the hooks enable each set to flow into the next one. It is actually, if you look at it, the hook is the one which tells you that it is as if, somebody is asking a question. Patanjali Muni is giving the sutras and somebody is asking, okay, now that you have said that, what do I get from this? You said, samya, state of samya. Okay, I have the state of samya. I am deep engrossment I have. So what do I get from that? And then he gives 3 more sutras. I mean, it is something like that. I'm not saying it is exactly like that, but it is very beautifully structured. That's what I want you must enjoy this. It's difficult in the first, when we go through the sutras for the first time, it is difficult, but I didn't have anybody to tell me this. Right, Tammy? So if you understand this tiny hooks, this is what we call in software, right? A hook to the earlier path. Hook. In hardware also we do that. So it is the hook, and then another box of explanations, and then another hook to the next set. So beautifully, Dr. Rajan has made this into sets, which you don't find anywhere in any text in the world. With me? Because if you read the sutras just line by line, many times you won't be able to connect. It is those sets which make it very, very appealing and makes it very, very meaningful. But that's why during the week, you must review what was done in the previous class. Okay, there's a lot of questions which I did not look at. Okay, Down syndrome. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, Kumar, so I recorded this to the cloud and I will share it because that's the easiest way to share a Zoom recording.
Yes.
But they do expire. So if somebody wants to do something with it, I think you're allowed to download it or whatever. I think it's like 90 days or
Yeah.
something like that. It
Yeah.
lasts.
Once you send it to me, I will have this put on YouTube.
Okay.
I have another person who does that, so I will send it to them and they'll.
So then I'm going to email it to you because it comes to me in an email.
Yeah.
So if you want to WhatsApp me, or I might have your email from class. So, all right.
No, I will send you my email, no problem.
Okay.
Any other
Yeah.
questions?
What's the YouTube? Is it the same one from all these years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's how we are going to see this. The entire thing is also divided into 4 chapters. That's what we saw. And that's how it flows. Each chapter also flows that way beautifully, one going into the next one. Padas. We have started with the first pada, Samadhi pada, because the first chapter is explaining the various things that leads to Samadhi. And then the next pada, where he will talk about the practices. And then in the third pada, he will talk about special things, special experiences that one will get. Vibhuti pada, that's what it's called. Vishesha Anubhuti, Vishesha Bhuti, special experiences one might get because as you're evolving, you get special experiences. And finally is the Kaivalya pada, the final release, the freedom, the moksha. How do we get that? So it's very nicely organized, one moving into the other. Okay. Any other question? Otherwise, we will just close. I hope everyone is understanding what's being discussed in the class, although many of you are quiet. I'm assuming that. Please do the homework, the Chittavritti's homework. None of this homework ever stops. Lifelong, you have to do that. Watching and mapping it to what type of Chittavritti it is. Watching, watching. You don't have to do it for small things, at least for big things. When you suddenly lose your cool, or suddenly you panic. Where is Priya? Priya did not come today. Those kinds of things. Okay. Namaste, everyone. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Namaste.